All right, so it's 2 p.m. or it's a little after 2 p.m. It's Wednesday. You should have been able to go through and do the sales tax homework for this section. Um, it is due today, and I did receive a few already. I will go through and put those in soon. I wanted to do a couple of questions to help review for the quiz that's happening tomorrow. And I'll be posting it tomorrow in the morning, probably around noon is when it'll actually get out. And it'll be closed Friday morning at 10 a.m. So I'm making the quiz up today, or I'm putting it into, putting it into Google Forms today. What we're going to do is do some example questions, which I just made up here. It's on the whiteboard, and I want you guys to work through and understand how these work. This first
the math
section.
homework is due today, right?
What?
The math homework is due today.
Yes.
All right.
These first four are more so based on section 1, which was reductions and enlargements. And some of you were confused on how this worked. For comparing actual measurements, like it's 3 inches by 5 inches is your original, which is a pretty standard, it's the size of your index cards, and certain pictures are done with that ratio. Here you have 1.2 by 2 inches, and we're gonna have to figure out what is the percentage for this ratio. Like, how much bigger or smaller did it go? So first off, is it a reduction or is it a enlargement?
Reduction, right?
Yeah, it's reduction because it's getting smaller.
All right.
And then we're going to figure out by how much. So to find that, we're going to take one of these and compare it to the one in the same position. So we'll do 3 and we'll do the 1.2. So what you do is you take the new one and divide it by the original. So 1.2 divided by 3. What does that give you?
It's 50, right? Like 0.5.
It's not 1.5. So if you were to do the division, and you can use a calculator if you need to. I can't stop you from using a calculator. Some of these are pretty easy numbers to do in your head, though. What is 12 divided by 3?
4.
Oh, 4. Oh, yeah, 4.
It's 4. So it'll be 0.4, which equals
40.
what
Oh,
percent?
so like whatever the answer is, it determines whether it's a reduction or a enlargement.
Yes.
All right.
So here,
Wait, so okay, it's still gonna be a reduction, right?
yeah, it's still a reduction, but what happens is you put it as, you take the new and divide it by the original.
All right.
And it'll just tell you what kind, what the actual math is. How much of a reduction is it? So it's taking the original, multiplying it by 40%. So for this number 2 here, we have 4.5 going against your 3 inches. So what'll that give you? Is that enlargement or reduction?
Enlargement.
Enlargement.
Wait, so for number 1, what about the 5? Does 5 just stay there?
Yeah. The thing that's great about these is you only have to do it with one of the measurements. Because if it kept the aspect ratio, which we are saying it does, it'll be the same ratio. Now, actually, we could do that one just to show it. You would do 2 divided by 5, which would equal 2.0 divided by 5 would be 0.4. So that'll be 40% as well.
Oh, okay.
So you can pick which one of the two you want to do it with. Why don't we, for the sake of the argument, let's not make a new one. Oh,
Wait, how's number 2 in enlargement?
ah,
I just did the math and like I got 1.5.
yeah, 1.5. That's larger than 1, right?
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was out of 100.
Well, what you do is you multiply it by 100 to turn it into a percent.
Oh, yeah,
That's
you're
how
right.
we got.
All right,
That's how we
all right, I
got
get.
there. So
All right.
if you were to do it, let's do it with the second number from the get-go. Let's start with the 7.5 divided by 5. All right, equals, and you just said 1.5. If we were to turn that into percent, 150%.
Oh yeah. I see what you mean. Right.
There you go. All right, so now down here.
Wait, how would you know if it's an enlargement or reduction? What do you do?
Well, reduction is going to be smaller than 100%, and an enlargement is going to be larger than 100%.
So what would you do to get it?
Well, in this case, they gave you the numbers to go from there. If they gave you the original measurement and said you wanted to make it 80% the size, then you would multiply the original number by the 0.8 for both of the measurements. Right here, all we're asking is it in a reduction or enlargement? So this first one, number 3, is that
Yeah.
smaller or
Reduction.
larger than?
Reduction. I
It's a
mean,
reduction.
yeah.
It's a reduction because it is smaller than 100%. And then down here, 175%,
Enlargement.
it's enlargement.
I think Tyrone was choose.
All right. So these ones, I know that we did them last week. It wasn't that long ago that we did them, but it was a little bit of time. Make sure you do a couple of practice problems from that section to get ready for tomorrow's quiz. And honestly, the online format that I'm using for the testing, you guys have done pretty well with for the test last week. And some of you actually, you had your work as part of it, which was good. It marked it wrong automatically, but I looked through and I fixed the scores in the system that it would come up as being correct. The next time,
I got a 96.
yeah.
Can I hand in my work today?
That got me tight. Like, where are my extra 4 points at?
I could look
I
at
got a
it.
90. I got a 92. Can you check to see like what you got wrong? Yeah.
I could change it so that you guys can see. Like I can release the scores.
Okay.
I'm supposed to get a 94 or 93.
I got a 92.
I'm gonna what I'll do is I'll go through and
I got
release the
96.
scores so you guys can
Look
see
at
them.
Curry, man. What an inspiration.
Yo, shut up, yo. Look your flight reacts. Yo, it's not like flight, yo.
All right, guys. We're
That's
gonna
my
move on
type
to
of
the
shot
next
right there.
ones. Let's make this a little bit wider.
That's my type of shot right there.
All right. So now we're going to go into finding the final price. This was what we did the last two sections. So 6.1, 6.2. So these are questions directly out of your book. Board game, it costs $29.84. There's a discount of 30% and then a sales tax of 4.5%. So first step, we're going to apply the discount.
Wait, what's the discount? 'Cause I can't see it on my screen.
Why not? I'm trying to.
Because like it shows like everyone that's here. It shows like on the right and like it covers the numbers.
If you're on a computer, then you should be able to move it. If not, then change the view.
All right, let me try to move it.
Come on, Jamel.
Chill, bro.
Just look at Curry, man.
Yo, shut up, yo.
I'm not even looking at anybody's screen right now.
Oh shoot, I did the wrong thing. What the heck? I made it smaller and I can't move it. That's recording. Okay, I moved it. All right.
Um,
Yeah, I see. It says 30%. All right.
Yeah, 30%, and then the sales tax 4.5%. So how I would do it, we're gonna find the sales price first. So instead of multiplying by the 0.3, we're gonna subtract that from 100% first.
So 70.
So what?
It'll be 70%, right?
It'd be 70%. So you're gonna multiply the 29.84 by 0.70.
Wait, which question are we on? This one?
Number
No,
5.
on 5. Wait, so what we do with the
This one?
with the 4.5?
Yes, that one.
Wait, so what? So what do you do?
I might
You
erase.
lost me.
Oh, jeez. All right, one second. Let me go back to this. All right. So first step, we're going to take your 29.84,
Mm-hmm.
multiply that by 0.7. All right. So that makes it so you've already taken away the discount.
Wait, why would you multiply by 0.7?
So what you do is you take the whole, like 1, right?
100 minus 30.
100%. Yeah, 100 minus 30. All right, because that's what your final price is going to be like. It's going to be 70% of the original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So given that, if we find that piece first, so 29.84 times 0.7, just for speeding up the process. So you got 20.89. We're going to round it to that because there is one more 8, but we're going to say 20.89. All right. The next step is finding the sales tax added on. So to find the sales tax added on, we're going to take that 20.89 and then multiply that by 1.045. Now again, what we did, because we're going to be over the original value by 4.5%, we're going to add it to 100. So it would be 104.5%.
Wait, why is that?
The reason why is this, the 1,
Mhm.
so that you're already counting this. You don't have to add it on at the end.
Uh,
All right. So this is just making it so you're making it one step shorter. And then your final answer will be 0.04.
so it's 1 in 45 out of 1,000. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get it now. All right.
Yeah. So you get 21.83 if you round it, because it's actually 21.8279. So that you'll round it to there, and that's your final price. That's your final sales price.
Wait, where would you get the 1.45?
1.045. All right. So
Yeah.
the tax is 4.5%, right? So that's 0.045 as a decimal. Now, instead of having to multiply it and then add the original price on, what we're going to do is add 1 to it. So you get 1.045.
Wait, where we get the 1 from?
The 1 is just shorthand for saying you're adding the whole original to it.
All right.
So it's almost like the distributive property. What?
Nothing.
Okay. So that's where that came from. Let me just move this over here. Now we're going to do the same thing over here with the necklace. So you have your necklace is 49. And what are we multiplying it by? We're going to do the same thing as we did last time.
It's 0.75, right?
Yeah, 0.75. All right, so we have that. What do we get from that?
Let me check.
Wait, what was the question?
36.75.
It's 36.75. So what we did was we're trying to find the discounted price, right? The actual sales price that we're dealing with. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, 49 times 0.075, 0.75. So that'll give you 36.75. Now, before we can even do the next step, we have to add up all of our taxes, because you add the taxes together before you multiply it.
Mhm.
So we have 6.5% and 1%. So that means our total taxes is going to be how much?
7.5.
You said 7.5? That
Isn't
is
it over
correct.
already?
What?
This is over already?
It's not over yet.
Not yet. We're pretty soon.
I looked at the clock and said 2:28. That's why.
Yeah, I know. But we also started recording at like 12 after.
Hey, like you record the whole thing?
Yeah. I
Oh,
started
anyway.
recording after it started.
Is it because Coach Flick's math call, not math call, his health call?
Yeah, well, not just that one. There are other teachers that are doing theirs. So we're gonna finish up
No,
and then
no. You remember Coach Flick's health call?
Yes, bro. Isaiah was being mad sus, yo.
whatever. We're gonna
Look at
finish doing
Curry,
this
man.
one. All right.
What was
So,
he doing in there? I
Guys,
didn't
guys,
join that.
we're gonna stop because we're recording right now.
Like making noises.
Oh.
All right. I could mute you guys. I don't want to have to. So we said it was 7.5% total. So that means 1 point. Oh no, what happened? Ah, no. Oh well. 1.075. And then we have to find that. So 36.75 times 1.075. And that gives you 39.51. Again, we're going to round it to the nearest cent every time. Because this does have more trailing decimal points. It's like 0.50625. So given
so
that,
we just round it. We don't do the actual. We just round it.
you round it to the nearest cent.
Wait, so what did you multiply? Where'd you get the 0.75 from?
So we have here we have 6.5% and a 1%. So to get the 1.075, we have these two added together, and then we tack on the one like we did the last time.
Oh, okay.
So the
Wait, but where'd you get the from 49 times 0.75? Where'd you get the 0.75 from?
so we took a whole and subtracted the 25% from it.
Oh, okay.
That way you get the sales price.
All right.
Wait, where we get the 0.65 from?
0.065 is the sales tax.
Oh, my fault. Oh, all right, I understand.
So now we have that 0.075. We add the 1, and then that's how we got this.
All right.
So this is the kind of process you should use to find these. I'm not going to do questions that are like beyond this level on that quiz. So we're going to stop the share. I'll post this up on YouTube as an unlisted video. And I'll put the link in the teacher. All right. Are there any questions, guys?
No, I
Ladies
don't
and
got
All
any.
right. Before we go, quick question. How many questions on the quiz?
It's probably gonna be like 15.
All right.
I'm not trying to make it too long, but I want to make sure I see that you guys get it. All right.
All right.
Okay. So if there are no other questions, then I'll catch you guys later. This will get posted soon, and I'll be posting your homeworks soon as well.
Oh wait, I have to hand it to you. Not hand it to you. I have to send it to you.
That's fine. Do that. Have a good one, guys.
All right.
All right, too.